Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm Chris Boyer. I am the Director of Digital Marketing and Analytics for the University of Minnesota Health and Fairview Health System in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul. I also run a weekly podcast called the Touchpoint Podcast about digital marketing and digital patient experience that's impacting hospitals and health systems today.
Cool. How long have you been doing what you do?
I've been in healthcare for, I would say, well over a decade, almost 12 years now, working in multiple different health systems across the country, including D.C., Washington D.C., and New York City, and so I've been podcasting for 2 years just because I like to talk about what I learned. So yeah.
So I guess over the last dozen years, you've worked in this industry. You've seen a lot of changes.
I have seen a lot of changes. I mean, way back when we were talking about, like how the internet and how digital is impacting healthcare, it was very rudimentary. I mean, since then we had the wave of social media come in about 10 years ago. It became very commonplace in healthcare, and that's kind of radically transformed the way we communicate and market to patients and consumers in the marketplace. And then there's just been this rising tide of influence from outside industries coming into healthcare, really impacting the way we look at consumerism and the way people make choices today.
How have you looked outside of our industry?
Oh, well, I spent a lot of time looking at other industries. Obviously, I really like digital and I really like technology, and so I find myself a little bit of a person that likes gadgets and things. So obviously, I've been keeping an eye on like some of the big players. Like Amazon and Facebook and Google and all the things that they're doing and the influences they had. But I also am a consumer, digital consumer, and so I tend to find myself looking at retail, how they're using technologies, and looking at industries that are service-based and how they're using technology. So I spend time both informally and formally investigating some of the tools, technologies. I like to keep track of everything that they're doing.
So let's talk about HIHOF. Tell me about that. What do you think about this?
Well, I'm really honored to be awarded, or inducted into the Healthcare Internet Hall of Fame. It's interesting. I've been in this space for so long, and I know so many people, and it's like every time we get these conferences, we get together as friends. And as I was saying today in my acceptance speech, one of the things that I think that maybe led to the fact that I was inducted this year is because I have this innate curiosity about how these tools and technologies and strategies can be applied to make health better for people. That's ultimately my mission here, is like I'm trying to make health better. But for me, it's like it's just an honor to be recognized by my peers in the industry.